Yeah, sags, bro. So no scary movies. I wanted to watch one every day, and I just didn't get to.
Yeah.
So we got one. We watched Sinister. Did you ever watch that movie?
No.
It's got Ethan Hawke.
Oh, yeah.
It's where he goes and he's a crime writer. He writes books about unsolved mysteries, and he goes and lives in a house where there's an unsolved mystery where kids were murdered.
Okay.
And it was the most YouTuber thing, you know. I felt it was super modern in that I'm like, this is something that you would see.
Yeah, definitely.
You know, like a dude's YouTube account.
Hawke, like, what's up, you guys?
Yeah.
So, as you know, I'm really, really into hauntings and ghosts and cool stuff like that. So what we did is we found a house where a bunch of children were murdered. For real, though.
And we're going to live here and write a book. Like, it was the most modern shit. I could see that as a whole YouTube account, you know, haunted house book. And a guy is, I'll be documenting my experience writing this book and, you know, blah, blah, blah. So it's basically a dude. How do you silence this thing?
Pull it up, like pull up the menu from the bottom, I think. No, go back to the homepage.
Uh-huh.
Or lock it.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Put it on Do Not Disturb or something.
No, hit my phone. That's not Do Not Disturb. Yeah. Okay. So a bunch of, you know, it's basically, it's about the boogeyman, basically. Okay. And he just looks like the 10th member of Slipknot.
Okay.
It's super funny.
Okay, like he's wearing a crude mask or what? Okay.
Yeah, and you know, he's got no eyes in it, you know, empty, vacant eyes, whatever. And it's greasy ass hair. It's just super funny how telegraphed all the jump scares were. You know, one of them is Ethan Hawke is on his computer, and then he rotates, so now his chest is perpendicular to the camera.
Okay.
So you can see his right shoulder and across his chest, and it's super fucking contrived. Like he's on his computer, and he goes, "Oh, let me check my phone," and then you see the computer screen in the background with a frozen image of the, you know, the boogeyman.
Yeah.
And then the VFX just kicks in, and the boogeyman looks to camera, and then it looks like it goes back to its regular position. Ethan goes, huh. And he goes back to using the computer, and you see it coming. You're like, oh, it's gonna move, and then it moved. Okay, and then they would frame shit where I don't know. I just felt like it's just so funny how far horror has come.
Yeah,
you know, now they have you shitting yourself before you go in.
Yeah,
like you're thinking about a tongue click.
Yeah,
you know, you're like, oh god, that sound. And back then it was just like, all right, Ethan, over here. Because then in VFX, he's going to pop out over here.
Yeah.
And Ethan's like, oh, okay.
Really scary mask, too.
Yeah.
He's going to look scary.
Yeah. The whole time they're shooting Ethan's. So what does the monster look like? They haven't figured that part out yet.
But trust me, we had one of our interns go to Party City. It's going to be scary. They had some really good ones there.
Yeah, I'm really struggling to get into the character because I have no clue what I'm scared of.
Yeah, we can have one of the PAs. Why don't you chuck on the mask right there? Yeah, look at that. Ooh, look at how scary that is.
It's like a hockey mask.
Yeah.
It's like a goalie mask. It's like, what? That's not even like, yeah, we couldn't find one. That everything was sold out. So,
yeah,
this is the best we could do.
I don't know why we're shooting this on Halloween, but all the masks are sold out. It's crazy.
Intern in the background just
wait. Squirts with some ketchup on his face. Look at that.
Ooh, all right, Ethan, go. The best part is the side plot is that he didn't tell his wife he was moving them into that house.
Okay.
And then she finds out afterward that he moved them into the house with the dead kids.
Oh, I see.
And if it wasn't for creepy music, it looked like scenes out of Marriage Story. It had that same. She had an English accent too, and she was a terrible actress. How could you move us into this house? And the pacing of the dialogue, there's no gaps. So it's like she's going, nah, and then he just comes back and they get into like hysterics and they're crying. He's like, I need it. This is the best part. He gets like emotional. He's like, this is gonna be a hit for me. It's my hit. I need it. And I don't know. It just The whole movie was fucking off.
They get divorced and that's the end.
Yeah, you're like, oh,
Yeah.
what the?
It's a scary movie about
Yeah,
growing up in a broken home.
Yeah, the boogeyman's like, yo, what?
And the rest of the movie is just the children like having a tough time deciding between parents.
And the boogeyman doesn't know which house to go to.
The boogeyman.
And,
It's a child of divorce.
and then he's there with the kids, like upset. He's like, yeah, well, I thought you guys were gonna be in the one house,
Yeah.
but now I have to go. I like what?
I don't know who to haunt anymore. It feels like I'm playing favorites and
It's just making my life hard. Now I got to go to the custody hearing and try to testify. That it's at your dad's house permanently. Because if it's up to me, it's easier. It's closer to where I live.
I'm just trying to scare the shit out of people, man. Is it? But I don't get it. So it's not the dead kids that haunt the house. It's the boogeyman.
Well,
That killed the kids?
It's a combination. So the creepiest part is that. So Ethan Hawke's character, right away, he goes into the attic, and there's just this random, like case, and it's got
Bang Energy.
Yeah, Bang Energy.
Okay.
Like porn tapes. No,
Okay.
it's he opens it up and it's got a high-8 film camera in there and a bunch of neatly arranged reels,
I see.
He's got Spielberg's secret stash.
Mm-hmm.
So then he sets it up in his home office, which, by the way, the lighting in there was so sick. It looked like the UN, like a creepy House of Cards scene. Or a Kubrick shot. I was like, someone needs to take this and put it in another movie.
Okay.
Because it doesn't belong in this movie, but it's dope as fuck. And so he starts like watching the tapes, and it's like all these videos of kids. I think that's just someone below.
Okay. I was like, what's that? The boogeyman's in here.
Yeah, in here, yeah.
That sounds like it's coming from right there.
It's just creepy shit, like families locked in cars and they're burning alive.
Oh, yum.
Yeah. But I don't know.
Ooh, yummy.
Ooh, that's fun.
Fun.
Yeah.
Families burning alive.
I don't know. Something about it just, I think because now Red Giant has given everyone the ability to do that high-8 filter.
Yeah.
I just felt like I was watching a bad music video.
I see.
So I couldn't. I'm like, oh, no, it's a scary movie. It's a scary movie. It's a scary movie. But if they put fucking, I don't know, 100 gex under that shit, I'd have been like,
Yeah.
oh, this video's fucked up, man. This is art.
It's kind of funny. I was watching the new season of Eric Andre's show, and I was like, I kind of felt the same way about the editing. I used to think, because when I first watched that show, it was before I learned how to use Premiere and before I've been editing for 4 years, 5 years now, or whatever.
Yeah.
And I used to think, man, this editing's so wild and crazy. Like, how do they? And now I watch the new season, I'm like, this is just the jankiest, just keyframing.
Yeah.
You can tell, like, they're just doing exactly what we do for YouTube videos. I mean, it works and it's genius, but it's like, you look at it through a different light, you know?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. Completely
when you know how shit works.
Yeah. And I think the creepiest stuff they had in that movie was like, so he would break down the high-8 film and get creeped out and he'd hide it, and it would just magically be reset up and running in the middle of the night. So he'd be sleeping and then he'd just hear.
Oh, okay.
I was like, I don't like that.
That's creepy.
So what it is that the boogeyman follows through these tapes and like the people he murders. And so how he does it is he takes control of one of the kids and then he murders the family through the kids.
Okay.
So that was kind of tight.
Wow, that's wild.
It's very dark. Yeah, at the end you're thinking like, okay, they move back home.
Okay, so
and their daughter just fucking
not a happy ending.
No, yeah. Ethan Hawke dies in the craziest way possible, just big ass axe to the fuck. He's like, no.
He dies in The Purge too, right? He's the only one that dies.
I didn't watch.
What? You haven't seen The Purge?
I think I might just like,
dude, watch
make
that
up
movie
for Halloween shit.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so the one movie that we watched, I'll tell you about it. I don't know. I fucking forget what it's called.
You're like, 500 Days of Summer.
Great Halloween film.
Oh, scary. You never know if they're gonna get together. Just
Isn't that Zooey Deschanel, right?
Is it?
Right?
Let me see.
And what? And the fucking guy that everyone, like all the girls love. They're obsessed with. It's Zooey Deschanel, right?
I'll eat it in between. Yeah.
Yeah, Zooey Deschanel.
There's
Zooey
the guy,
Deschanel.
the guy everyone loves, Danny McBride.
Danny McBride. Yeah. No, Dana White.
Dana White.
That's
Dana
what
White.
it is, Dana White.
My friend Donald Trump.
You see that fucking Nelk? Whoa,
Bro, them and Nelk is the weirdest shit
okay, wait.
ever.
Let's talk about that. Or wait, I'll just tell you about this horror movie first, then we'll talk about that. So this movie is so it's 500 Days of Summer. Zoe Deschanel scares the shit out of me.
Because you think she's not going to get with Danny McBride, and you're like, "What are you doing? Like that's a dream."
No, she's like so quirky and zany that it's like scary. It's like, how can any girl be that cool? You know.
It's like frightening because like it's a girl with like personality, and you're like, "Oh my god, how?" Because that would never happen.
No, I'm joking about like people are always like, that's why that was Zoe Deschanel's like shtick at the beginning. It's like, oh, she's so like weird.
Yeah, a girl with
cool as like a hipster.
A girl with bangs. It's not annoying. What? Oh my god! Can you imagine a girl with bangs who's not annoying?
So, okay, I forget who the director is. He's some famous foreign horror director, and so this was like a
Shia LaBeouf. Yeah.
Not Shia LaBeouf.
Just
fucking
kidding.
hell. I don't even know any of the actors in this movie. I wish I fucking knew the title of this. The Vacation or something like that. Anyways, it was like Ukrainian or something, and they made an American version of it.
Okay.
This guy's super famous. All of his films, I looked them up, they all have like crazy ratings. Like he's a famous horror director. And so the American version of this film is, it's gonna be a spoiler alert, and I wish I could tell you the title of this movie so you can decide if you want to watch it later or not. But so they go, it's like this white family.
The Vacationers?
No.
Horror movie.
God damn it, hold on.
They go on vacation?
Yeah, and it's basically this white family. They go to this like waspy sort of like country club-esque house in the middle, like by a lake. It's, giant like yard and
A Perfect Getaway?
no.
Afflicted? Turistas.
It's not Nicole Kidman, but there's someone that looks like her. A blonde actress that kind of looks like her.
Okay. This is the best part. Fuck
Nicole
the movie.
Kidman.
This is the most suspenseful part.
Look a lime. Yep, that's it. Who looks like Nicole Kidman? Naomi Watts. That's what it is. Let's go. Naomi Watts horror movie. Not The Ring.
Just look at her. Oh, King Kong.
Yeah, here it is. Yes, Funny Games. Boom. Let's go.
Wait.
Woo! It was Funny Games.
Dude. It was
classic. It was on the tip of my tongue. Funny Games. Okay, this is what it's about.
I might
right?
want to watch this, dude. I don't know if I want you to spoil it.
Okay, I won't. But I kind of want to. Okay, you should watch it because it was like my favorite horror movie ever for like the first 40 minutes. I've never felt so inspired by a movie. I was like, these villains are fucking amazing.
Yeah.
The best horror villains I've ever seen in a movie. And then basically the second half of the movie is like the director's commentary on the horror genre as a whole. So it completely changes pace. And you got to decide for yourself whether you like it or not. But that's all I'll say. If you want to watch it.
I do
and then
want
we
to
can
watch it.
Okay, then we can discuss it after because it's super artistic.